Hi and welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be showing you how I prepare a chopped beet salsa dip. And it's not like your regular traditional dip that's kind of saucy and soft. This is going to be using the main star of the show is our two yellow beets, which kind of look orangey, but they're going to be terrific. And we're going to roast those, and it's going to be terrific. It's pretty straightforward. There's only like 10 ingredients. So let's get started. We're going to pop these in my air fryer. And if you don't have an air fryer, no problem. You can cook these in your regular kitchen oven for the approximate same amount of time. So let's get started and roast these babies. So let's start with the beets. They've been thoroughly washed, and I'm simply just going to put them in my air fryer and cook them. Roast them for approximately 1 hour. So let's get started on this and go on this basket here. We're going to hit roast. We're going to go up to 400 degrees for 1 hour. And let's get that going. And it's that simple. So after 1 hour, I'll do a little prick test with a fork or a knife to make sure they're cooked, not totally mushy, and then we'll go on to the next step. So the beets have been cooking in my air fryer for half an hour, and the knife goes in kind of smooth, but then it encounters a hard spot. And I also notice the skin is getting kind of like crispy, and I really don't want that. So for the remainder, the next half an hour, I'm going to wrap each beet in foil and then continue cooking. So both beets are fully cooked just to perfection, and they were in the air fryer for 1 hour at 400 degrees, and so now I'm going to let them sit on my counter to cool off, and then I'll remove the skins. So I rinsed the beet under cold water to stop the cooking process, and now I'm just going to get my knife out and just scrape off all the skin. And then I'll put this aside and start making my dip. So let me end it right there. I'm going to continue removing the skins, which is coming off really easy, and that's how simple it is. So the first thing you want to do is wash the fennel and cut it as if you were slicing up an onion. That's 3/4. I cut in half one medium heat chili pepper and remove the seeds. If you don't like hot chili peppers, you could substitute that with a red sweet pepper as well. No problem with that. So here we have one lovely green Granny Smith apple. I'm going to cut that in two and then take that off and then make nice slices, and then we're going to cube it. So let's just finish cubing this Granny Smith, and that's basically what you want. So just take that, add it to our bowl. So far we have fennel that's kind of has a licorice taste. We have the hot and beautiful red color and the Granny Smith, and let's just mix that all together, and let's go to the next ingredient. So I got about a teaspoon of lime zest, and we're just going to add that on top of all the other ingredients, and then we're going to cut a lime in two and juice it. Now if you don't have one of these beautiful gadgets to squeeze the juice out, here's a little trick. Take a pair of tongs, because limes can be really difficult to squeeze. Just put your lime in the middle and squeeze, and it does a fantastic job of squeezing the lime. So we're going to take our two yellow beets that have completely cooled. I did some already just to show you the size of the cubes, and just slice into it like so. And same thing with this one. Take your cubed yellow beet, toss it in. Next we're going to add a half cup of pickled red onions, and I made this batch a few days ago for myself. Really easy recipe. If anybody wants the instructions, just leave me a message below the video and I'll send it to you. So let's just slice through these, and then we'll add it on top of everything else. Let's give it another chop. We don't want the allspice in there though. And I just saw another one and another one. That's it. So add that. Next ingredient is a half a cup of roasted pecans. So just take some in your hand and just crush them up, and this is going to add such a nice texture and flavor to our beet salsa dip. That isn't really a dip, but we're going to call it one. And give it a nice little stir. And we're going to reserve the rest for when we top this off in our serving bowl. Next, the last two ingredients is cilantro, and I got like a small finger worth, squeezing it, and nice green parsley. So we're going to take that and we're going to chop that up. Just chop it up as finely as you can, and you don't really want big pieces there. And nothing fancy here. Okay, that should do. Okay, so we got that nicely mixed in. We'll get the rest of it here and just give it a nice stir. And the last step is to add a small amount, 3 fingers worth, which is maybe a teaspoon of kosher salt. And we're just going to add that like so. We're going to give it a good healthy drizzle of extra virgin olive oil. Give everything a good stir up, and then add it to a serving bowl. So now is the favorite part of making these videos. I get to taste my creations, and to be perfectly honest, this is the first time I ever made this, and I took a little sampling before, and it is fabulous. So let's finish off. We're going to add a bit more of the roasted pecans on top. And if you're a pecan lover, you can add as much as you like. We're going to give it a little drizzle of extra virgin olive oil. And this is how I would recommend plating it. So here's our Belgian Endive, which were really difficult to find here. And I went to a number of stores and I found it today. So here we go. And the reason is you want to be able to, I'm going to change the camera angle here. You want to be able to scoop your dip just like this. Is the main reason. But if you were using naan bread or some kind of other lettuce, it might do the job, but this is what you need. Oh my God. Wow. Wow, I had to finish chewing. So, highly recommended. I mean, the ingredients, you know, with the sweet and the lime and even the hot pepper, it's not intense heat. Like, it's not like you want to call 911 for an emergency of heat. It's like everything together, and with the beets, it's a marriage made in heaven. So highly recommend. Give it a try when special companies coming over, your mother-in-law, your father-in-law, friends, family, like, they're just going to be blown away with this fantastic beet salsa. So give me a thumbs up, would be appreciated. Have a great day. Till the next one, take care of yourselves. Bye now.